High-achieving women are taught to optimize output. More clients, more revenue, more visibility, more execution. Whew, that's a lot. But almost no one, except me, teaches you how to optimize capacity. And capacity determines how much you can actually hold without tightening, stressing out, or burning it all down. You can scale revenue, but can you scale regulation? You can scale attention, but can you scale discernment? Welcome to the Manifest and Chill podcast. My name is Tracy Ftacek, and I teach high-achieving women how to regulate their nervous system, build and scale to 7+ figures, all while learning to chill the fuck out in the process. Let's dive in. Hello, my beautiful friends. Welcome back to Manifest and Chill podcast. I'm Tracy Ftacek, and over the last few weeks, we've been working through a series. We've been peeling back layers over the last few weeks. Burnout isn't weakness. We've also discussed how isolation can actually compound your stress. You don't need to burn it down. You may have outgrown the identity that built this. And now, today, we're going to add the next layer, capacity. Because ambition without capacity, well, it becomes volatility. And we're not building volatile success. We're building sustainable power. Because sustainable power is what gets you to that 7 and 8 figure business that you can actually frickin' enjoy. Excuse me, I still have a little bit of my cold, but we're going to get through this. There is strong research in cognitive performance psychology showing that chronic stress reduces executive functioning over time. Your decision-making narrows and your impulse increases. And long-term planning, well, it weakens. And that's not a character flaw. That's just physiology, which means scaling without increasing your capacity is simply accelerating your depletion. You are pouring gasoline onto a situation that's already sitting within a circle of fire. And I have this lived experience, which is what makes me subject matter expert and 101 when coaching women in my containers. I have lived experience, and there was a time in my business growth where growth was happening so fucking fast. And on paper, it looked powerful. I was constantly bragging how well my team was doing, how well the business was doing. I was getting interviewed at the Today Show, Yahoo News. But behind the scenes, I was constantly on, constantly responding, constantly adjusting, constantly absorbing. Yes, the revenue increased, but my nervous system did not. And I realized something very important. Power is not how much you can produce. Power is how much you can hold without self-abandonment. And that was the mindset change, the mindset shift that completely allowed me to restructure my entire business. And I moved from a 6-figure business into 7+ figures. And there's a methodology that I call this, and that was at the time how I developed Manifest and Chill, my trademark methodology. And inside Manifest and Chill, we treat capacity as a strategic asset, not a woo-woo specialty wellness bonus. Because capacity means, A, your nervous system can expand without collapsing. That means as more activity in your business, in your persona, in your brand comes forward, you learn to handle it. Your calendar doesn't require overholding. You are not double, triple, quadruple booking yourself and pulling yourself into pieces and feeling like you need to be in 4 places at once. Your leadership isn't fueled by proving. You're no longer moving from a space of, I will show them wrong. You're moving from a space of, I will show you how I do it. And your structure absorbs growth instead of you. And what I mean by that is that you have all the systems and structures and protocols and processes in place that are allowed to absorb the growth of your business before they can wreck your nervous system. You don't build a scalable brand that is sustainable by pushing harder. Pushing harder got you to the 6+ figures. But to get to the 7+, you build it by widening your internal bandwidth. So as always, I'm going to give you a little micro practice to see where your capacity check is. Let's kind of settle in, think about where you're at. Before you set your next goal, I'd like to encourage you to ask, if this doubled tomorrow, would I feel expanded or tight? And don't intellectualize it. Just really feel it. Feel it in your body. Your body will answer faster than your strategy deck ever could. And if the answer is tight, the move isn't to shrink ambition. And everybody's telling us to do this day. And I'm here, my friend, to say, fuck no. Do not shrink your ambition. What we need to do is we need to widen your support. And I know sometimes when you hear that, I'm saying to you, you need to hire more people. Sometimes it's not about hiring more people. It's getting very strategic on how you want your business run. And instead of you doing all of the work and controlling everything and micromanaging everything and covering everything because you want it done right the first time, let's use the people that you have in your business already to expand your business. Let's build systems and structures that allow your team to do what they were hired for and do it to the standards that it would be if you were doing it yourself in your full centered energy. And right now, we all lean a lot on AI. I do it too. I utilize it a lot to help kind of clarify thoughts and messages, to look into SEO procedures, to see what's going on with my competitors and research. And it does make execution frictionless, which means the differentiator is no longer speed. If you're using it and I'm using it, everybody else is using it. The differentiator in how a business moves successfully is its stability. And women who thrive in this next era of business won't be the ones who can produce the most. They will be the ones who can hold the most calmly. Calm is a scalable feature. Pressure is not. So I've got a little quiz for you that you can take to see where you are energetically in the way you are a leader, run your business, and operate just simply as a human being. And this is also going to let you know when you complete it, this quiz, are you in a place where you're ready to scale, rebuild, or reset? If you're unsure whether you're ready to scale or whether your system needs recalibration first, the energy alignment diagnostic quiz, that is your next step, and it's in the show notes below. It will show you clearly, are you expanding from capacity or are you escaping from tension? And double check again, the link is in the show notes. I also have a really incredible container that I'm opening up in the month of April. It's called the Energy Aligned Business Strategy. And this container is built around this principle alone. We don't chase scale. We build capacity first. Because when your nervous system, identity, and structure are aligned, growth stops feeling heavy. It feels grounded, and the grounded power lasts. If you're interested, link is in the show notes, or just DM me on Instagram. I'm happy to answer any questions for you. It is a 6-month container, and I'm only taking 20 women, female entrepreneurs that are ready to grow from a 6 to a 7+ figure business. So DM me over there or drop a note below and click on the link to see what it looks like on my website and get more information. Just always remember, when your nervous system, identity, and structure are aligned, growth stops feeling heavy. It feels grounded, and grounded power lasts. So my friends, in closing, you don't need to produce more. You need to hold more. The ability to hold more without tightening, without contracting, without stepping up and remembering who the fuck you are when you started this business in the first place. And that's the next layer. Next episode, we're going to go even deeper. Until then, I love you all so much, and we will talk to you soon. If you've enjoyed this episode of Manifest and Chill, I would be greatly appreciative if you would leave me a review below. Or if you'd like to discuss any of the information or anything that came through for you while listening to those questions and those prompts and activities that I shared, DM me over on Instagram. I'd love to chat and walk it through with you. Until next time, I love you all so much, and don't forget to manifest the life you desire while learning to chill the fuck out in the process.